So the point 110 is on the graph of f of x, and we have to determine the coordinates of its image point under the transformation y equals negative f of x plus 12. So as you can see, we have a vertical stretch happening here and a horizontal translation. So let's look at the vertical stretch. So the form for the vertical stretch always looks like y equals a times f of x. And if a is equal to 1, nothing happens. It's the same function. But if a is equal to negative 1, it's going to be a reflection across the x axis. And in our case, we have y equals negative f of x, which is a reflection across the x axis. So if we now look at our horizontal translation, we can see what we're experiencing. So the form for the horizontal translations always looks like y equals f of x minus h. And if h is greater than 0, it's going to be a shift to the right. And if h is less than 0, it's going to be a shift to the left. And in our case, we have y equals f of x plus 12, which is the same as y equals f of x minus negative 12. So we had to put it into this form to figure out what our h value is. So our h is equal to negative 12, which is less than 0. So it's going to be a shift to the left by 12 units. So let's put all these transformations together to see how our point 110 is affected. So here's our y-axis, here's our x-axis, here's our point 110. And the order that you do these transformations in always goes horizontal stretches, and then vertical, so this is your first one, horizontal stretch. Second is a vertical stretch. Third is a horizontal translation, and the fourth is a vertical translation. So we don't have any horizontal stretches, but we do have a vertical stretch, and that's a reflection in the x-axis. So our point comes down here to negative 10, if you can read that. Okay, now, so we're done this, done this. Now we have to do our horizontal translation, which goes to the left by 12 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're over here to our final point. So its x value changed. It decreased by 12 units. So now we're at negative 11. And the y value is still the same at negative 10. So the point 110 went to the new coordinate, negative 11, negative 10. So we can see that the answer is D.